Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to introduce a bridal party. I would like you to see first the minister. The minister, please.
Oh, hello! Hi! Hi! Sorry, you're late. We're just getting ordained online. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hi! How are you doing?
Good.
Oh.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce you to the groom. Now I'd like to introduce you to the mother of the bride. And now, the best man and matron of the honor. Flower girl and ring bearer. The bride and the father of the bride.
Fellow citizens, in-laws, outlaws, and any other creditor that may have slipped through. Lend me your ears. We are not gathered here today to bury the beloved couple, but to remarry them. I know we're all anxious to get this ceremony over and on with the party, so let's just get on with it. Blessed are they who have nothing to say and who cannot be persuaded to say it. They say that 41% of first-time marriages in the U.S. end in divorce. We must hand it to this couple that are among the 59% to prove that statistic wrong. Today, we are celebrating 65 years of a devoted marriage. They are showing no battle scars, but instead liver spots. Looking back just over 65 years ago, we could see David spending his nights in a dark alley and Dolores being a real jerk. Apparently, David worked in a bowling alley, and Dolores was a soda jerk. Apologies. Where was I? Oh, yes. 65 years ago, little Davy Hartside went to the soda shop and fell in love with the peach sweater that was wearing Dolores. Finding out that the sweater wouldn't even talk to him, David decided to ask Dolores out on a date instead. Repeated dates resulted from Dolores' promise to give him good measure and a cherry on the side. Now, 65 long, painful, tedious, aggravating, disastrous, monotonous, loving, hideous years of misery later, we all have to suffer this wrath of vows once again. Their faithfulness can only be attributed to their cast iron love for one another. This couple comes before me today believing that two can live as cheaply as one, which they can, as long as no one eats or buys new clothes. A rich man must employ a valet, laundress, cook, and housekeeper. But since David is not a rich man, he has decided to stay married to Dolores. David, do you promise to continue to obey and listen to her nagging and lectures unmoved?
This David.
That you will remain with her through sickness and health wherever you can't think of some excuse to go out with the guys and gals? Do you further promise that you will get up first every morning, get breakfast ready, wash the dishes, do the laundry, clean the house, and leave your money home with Dolores when you go out? So she can spend it thrift shopping and gambling at the casinos. When you go somewhere, will you eat out as to not bother her with the cooking, and then buy groceries on your way home and prepare her own meal while she reads and relaxes? Also, to allow her to continue to use most of the closet for her clothes, and allow her to refuse to not reuse disposable plastic Ziploc bags, and to not complain when sifting through thousands of twist ties saved from bread bags while searching for your picks. Dolores, do you take David to be your hubby, promising to cultivate his financial ability? Will you see that he walks on a straight and narrow path? Do you promise to keep him in hot water, or shaving, that is? That you will help him always, spending his money, that is, to keep him healthy and well so he can continue to work part-time and make money? Do you further promise to remind him when your birthday and anniversary are? Do you promise to completely manage him while simultaneously making him feel as though he is truly the boss and the head of the household? Do you promise to continue to let him go to train shows and to keep gardening and reading and playing on the computer with his train model as well? Also, to put up with the stories of when he lived on a farm with the cows, as seen in the map. To excuse him for leaving the toilet seat up at night. He may even want you to think he was and still is as happy and so called pretending he's alive. Is there a token to this union? Oh, thank you. Everybody, our token. Since time immemorial, brass has been a symbol of love joined in union. The bride displays her brass beginning on the day of her wedding, while the groom has always had plenty of brass. This display of brass will never end, and thus the brass is made into a ring, an unbroken circle. Take it, sir, and place it on her finger, and repeat after me these words. David, do you take Dolores to have and hold, sink or swim, survive or perish? David, do you? Dolores, do you accept David as you have made him your own over the past 65 years?
Of course.
Then by the authority invested in me as a newly ordained minister, I now pronounce you as one. Which one? Time will only tell. May the stores have mercy on your credit cards, and the installment collectors always call while you are out. You are now committed for the rest of your lives. For what I have joined asunder, let no one separate together. I now present Mr. and Mrs. Hardtime. As many rings, engagement rings, wedding rings, and suffering.